Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are visiting for the first time, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, welcome back. And if you just subscribed to the channel, thank you. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All the links are down below. That being said, intuitive friends, welcome. If you're watching this after the live stream and you would like to join us at future readings, just feel free to subscribe to the channel. But don't forget to turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts to the channel. So whenever I am doing either a live or there's a new content upload, you are notified first. Okay. That being said, intuitive friends, welcome. Sorry, let me get the lighting system here back into the swing of things here. Welcome, intuitive friends. I only have one more spot available for this reading. I have Shatira at number 3. I do have other people on the list. I will review that shortly. But just as a reminder, if you are a member, I have 2 member slots open, and I have one for a subscriber after Shatira if it's not already taken. That being said, intuitive friends, I have Bake 215 at number 1, Daniela at number 2, Shatira at number 3. And of course, let's welcome Butterfly. Hi, Butterfly. Butterfly is also a member. So Butterfly is at number 1 on the members list. That being said, intuitive friends, let's make sure you guys can hear me. Oh, yeah, you can. All right, intuitive friends, welcome back. I'm trying to get here on the live chat and it's not working. All right, here we go. Perfect. Welcome, intuitive friends. Let's see who is after Shatira. So again, we have Bake 215 at number 1, Daniela at number 2, Shatira at number 3, and Love Sunshine Ava at number 4. All right, so I'm going to close. All right. Remember I said the first 4 subscribers. I will be coming back tomorrow. I do have tier number 3. If you are part of tier number 3, then don't forget to come back later today. I want to say it's at 8 o'clock. You guys have your 15-minute you ask and I answer. Okay. So tier number 3, remember to come back. So the first 4 subscribers are Bake 215, Daniela, Shatira, and Ava. Love Sunshine Eve 92. And of course, members, we have Butterfly. But I do want to say hi to everyone else, though, before I jump into the rest of the members list. Hello, Irene. Hello, Jenna. Hello, Takia. Hello, Ashuman. Hello, Hemanin. Jazz, Ashuman, T, welcome. T is also a member here. T, welcome. You are on the list. Don't forget, T, I did your reading for the membership reading. Don't forget to go back and take a look at that, okay, T? So I did your reading there. Make sure that you go back and get that. That being said, we have Jenna, hello. Monica, hello. Rose Quartz, hello, intuitive friends. We're back to the swing of things, okay? I am channeling messages only for those subscribers that are on the list. I know I wrote 4. I know it's not a lot, and that's because I have to come back later tonight to do the 15-minute reading. Hello, Vanilla and Pie. Thank you so much, Big 215, for your super. I do need to come back at 8 to do the 15-minute reading for my tier number 3s. So those members that are in tier number 3, I did post that in the on the members only community tab. So that's there. So I have to come back for that. So I don't, and I can't make this list too long. Okay. But don't worry. I will be back tomorrow and I will be channeling messages for those of you who weren't able to be here today. That being said, there are no more spaces available. No more spaces available for this reading. Okay. I will be writing the list is closed. List is closed for subscribers. Okay. But I have one more. I'm typing this as I'm doing one more space for one member. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to highlight that. Oh, Shatira, thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much for your super and as well as Bake 215. So let me do a little asterisk before I forget. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Intuitive friends, just as a reminder that I start by doing by channeling messages for one subscriber. I'm sorry, one member, one subscriber, one member, one subscriber, and so forth. Okay. So please note that I will be doing that back and forth. Intuitive friends, if you are joining us now and you are a subscriber, please make sure that you read that pinned comment because the list is closed for this reading, but feel free to join me tomorrow as I will be doing more readings. For those of you who are in tier number 3, my members, tier number 3 members, don't forget to come back today or tonight at 8 o'clock. I will be doing your 15-minute you ask and I answer reading. Intuitive friends, if you are interested in finding out more about the membership tiers, feel free to take a look and click the join button. Don't worry, it's not going to have you join, but click the join button and take a look at the detailed video that's there. It gives you all the information needed for you to understand the tiers and the perks within each tier. And just as a reminder, the tiers are they're stacked, meaning if you are tier number 1, you only have tier number 1. But if you go into tier number 2, you have tier number 2 perks and tier number 1 perks. And if you do the tier number 3 perks, the tier number 3 membership, you get tier number 3 membership, tier number 2, and tier number 1. Okay, so they are stacked. That being said, let's jump straight into talking more about what I'll be channeling today. This is a free reading for my YouTube subscribers. It is a mini reading, so it's approximately 5 minutes. Okay. That being said, if you do have a super sticker, super chat, or super sticker or a super chat, you get a super reading. For those of you who are interested in finding out what a super reading is, well, you get extra time, you get extra decks and extra details. Okay. Now, as a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes, entertainment purposes only. And the only one question that I will be channeling for today is what your guides want you to know. Please know, intuitive friends, I will not be answering any personal questions. If you are interested in joining me for my Super Chat Lives, which will say Super Chat Live, spilling the tea, those are not free, but if you would like to join that will give you, at the very least, a little bit more connected to maybe a question that you may have in mind. Intuitive friends, if you're interested in finding out more about me, my client testimonials, and my credentials, and yes, I do have credentials, please take a look at the links down below in the description box as well as in the chat. The legal disclaimer is as follows, intuitive friends. These messages are for entertainment purposes only. Please note and please remember that readings should never replace professional, licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice or professional, licensed, medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting licensed, professional, medical, financial, therapeutic, or legal advice. The list is closed for subscribers, but I do have one more opening for those of you who are interested. I'm sorry, for those of you who are members, okay? So Butterfly, you're not going to write any more on that list for me on the chat, so you can hold on that, okay? So all the information you need to know, Intuitive Friends, is now in the chat. Thank you so much, Butterfly, for listing all that for us. Super important. Free guidelines there. Free tools there. All right. All right. Let us start with Butterfly. Hello, Butterfly. Welcome. Thank you so much for being part of the membership tier. And thank you so much for volunteering here on the channel. Let's take a look here, Butterfly, on what your guides want you to know for entertainment purposes only. Sorry, hold on one second. I'm trying to put this list so that there we go. All right. Hello, anything. Hello, Intuitive Friends. For those of you who are here, welcome. All right, let me jump straight into this reading, Intuitive Friends. Again, we're going to do one member, one subscriber, one member, one subscriber. If you miss your reading, that's fine. You could come back later and take a look at it, but I will not be holding off on that. I'm just going to do all the readings that I have. Oh, by the way, let me do this before I start with Butterfly. So at number one here for subscribers, we have Bay215, Daniela, Shatira, and Ava. And then for members, we have Butterfly and T. We're going to start with, as I always say, one member, one subscriber, one member, one subscriber. And we have one opening for those of you who are members, one opening for today. All right, Butterfly, thank you so much for always volunteering. And you're also the moderator for the channel, so there you go. And thank you so much for your membership, okay? Don't forget to come back later on here for your tier number 3 reading. All right, let's take a look here, Butterfly, what your guides want you to know. What your guides want you to know. And we have here for you, we have the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. I'm sorry, the King of Cups. My apologies, the King of Cups. The energy that's surrounding you right now at this moment in time during this Aries season here for you is the Emperor. There's this energy here that's surrounding you that your guides want you to know in regards to maybe you focusing a lot more on being organized. There could be the sense of creating or strengthening healthy boundaries. Okay, the Emperor is ruled by Aries, so I do feel that there is this kind of yang and yin energy at play right now at this moment in time, because as you know, the Emperor is ruled by Aries. Aries is a fire sign, and then we have the Cups energy here, which would be the yin energy. Okay, so right now at this moment in time, your guides want you to know to continue in this kind of leadership mindset. There's a sense of being proactive and straightforward, being practical, methodical. Nothing wrong with that, okay? Because the Emperor, that is how the Emperor is successful. It places emotions to the side and it allows for that kind of straight shooter type of energy in regards to what the Emperor is focusing on and what the Emperor wants to accomplish. So you are embodying this energy. You do have here the King of Cups, and you are balancing that off by leaning into your emotional intelligence and emotional maturity. King of Cups here, you're into emotionally here smart. I am picking up intuition at play here as well. So you're connecting not only with your heart and your emotions, but also with your intuition. You're all about the vibes that you're getting and being proactive on the vibes that you are receiving or the messages that you are getting. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. Now, I do feel that there is a sense of you being calm, cool, and collected at this moment in time. And your guides are saying you're doing a great job at balancing both energies here. You may feel a lot more stable here during Aries season. And also, if you are experiencing a time where there's a lot of busyness, whether it's work, whether it's being on the move, whatever that may be, don't forget to balance your energy off by taking time to regroup and to center yourself. Let's take a look at what else is coming through for you, butterfly. What your guides want you to know. And you have here hope. Beautiful message here. Hope is the light in the darkness. Never exhaust and never extinguish it. Okay. Wonderful. The hope of the change. Look at this. Two different decks. Same orange ball here. Okay, so I'm getting here that your guides want you to strengthen or to continue to, strengthen or align your sacral chakra. Okay, sacral chakra is all about the passion, the drive, the motivation, the inspiration that you have, the creativity, especially if you are in a line of work or for you to connect with your passion or your heart's desire. Okay, so sacral chakra here coming through for you in this reading. Let's take a look at your last and final message here. And then up next, we have Bake 215, who has a super reading. So whoever is after Bake, you're going to have to wait a little while longer, okay? All right, let's take a look at your last and final card here, butterfly. You have here, see the big picture. And I feel that that has a lot to do with this Emperor energy. Getting too specific sometimes makes the whole thing unnecessarily complicated. You probably look at it from a general point of view to wrap everything up perfectly. In other words, take a look at things from an aerial global view rather than looking at every single tree in the forest. Take an aerial view of the forest. And that, of course, is symbolic. That's what's coming through for you here. Now, I do want to mention this to you, butterfly, before I close this reading. I do see here that if this is not your energy, okay, this could also be talking about either two people, all right, that or two seasons that things are going to be wrapping up and being very important, okay? I feel Aries season. Let's talk about the seasons first. If it's the season, I feel here Aries season, super important here for you. And if we're looking at the astrological calendar, I want to say Cancer, but let me double check here. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Yeah. Cancer, there could be something coming up during Cancer season also, okay? So Aries season, Cancer season here at play. Second thing I want to mention is this is a person. It could be a person with an energy here or placements of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, okay? So just wanted to make sure I channeled that for you. That being said, butterfly, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. Up next, we have Big 215. But first, intuitive friends, welcome to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box, as well as here in the chat. I want to say thank you to T. Thank you, T, for your super. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for your donation. All right, turning a general 5-minute reading into a super reading is very easy here in Twitter, friends. All you need to do is either drop a super sticker or a super chat, and you will get a super reading. Up next, we have Big 215, Bake 215, thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Now, Bake 215 does have a super reading. So, Daniela, you are up next. You're just going to have to wait a little longer, Daniela, but you are up next. Okay. So, let's take a look at the list once. Oh, I'm sorry. Daniela, you're not next. T is next. Okay. My apologies. Member, subscriber, member subscriber, member subscriber. So Butterfly just got her reading. Thank you so much, Butterfly, for your love, loyalty, and support. Up next, we have Bake 215. After Bake 215, we have T. And then after T, we have Daniela. After Daniela, we have Shatira and then Ava, unless we have another member who joins. Okay. That being said, intuitive friends, let's take a look here at the reading for Bake 215. Bake 215, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for your generosity and your support. Greatly appreciate it. Let's take a look here at what your guides want you to know. Okay, Bake 215, what your guides want you to know for entertainment purposes only. You have High Priestess here flipping up. This is a very beautiful energy here. High Priestess is ruled here by the Moon card, okay, or the Moon, I should say, okay. I want to say the next phase of the moon. Oh, I have it on my calendar. I know it's coming up in regards to full moon. But what I'm getting here for you, Big 215, intuition being at play here. You really focusing or turning up the volume here in regards to your intuition, not just listening to it, but actually following your inner knowing. I do feel that you may have been getting or that the energy surrounding you here is highlighting or emphasizing your intuitive abilities or intuitive skills. So if I were you, I'd be paying attention to my dreams, premonition, things that may just kind of hunches. Okay, just pay attention to that. Keep that, just pay attention to that energy. Let's see what else is coming through for you. You have here a tower moment, but I have to take a look at what's right after. Okay. All right. This is super important here. Tower moment here at play. Now, one or two things. This tower moment could be a very big unexpected shift that may be happening. Now, this shift could be something that you are feeling intuitively, that you may be intuitively either feeling, experiencing, or having, I'm getting here like a message in your dreams or a message here as you kind of like meditate. Okay. If that's the case, just pay attention to that gut level feeling. The tower is ruled by Mars. Okay. Right now, we are in Aries season. So I do feel that this could potentially be a unexpected change, an unexpected or sudden shakeup. Okay. There could be some sense of revelation. And this revelation could be coming through your six senses. So, for example, you have a dream and you see something in the dream, and the dream turns out to be a nightmare, right? For example, okay. This is telling you just to pay attention because there could be here some type of prophetic energy that you are tapping into easily behind the veil. Okay. It may be something that's a little bit heavy. All right. So it could be a heaviness to it, or it could be, like I said, like a nightmare. And you're like, oh my gosh, I hope that that's not the case. But it might very well be the case here because your intuition or your senses are giving you kind of like an alert. Okay. Now, as this may be occurring here, whether it's during Aries season or right now at this moment in time, you do have the Page of Pentacles. This could also be talking about your guide saying here that you may have had a very big tower moment in your life. One that has been necessary in order for you to start putting in either the laying down the groundwork, okay, because Pentacles energy is that 3D energy, Okay, so you're laying down the groundwork here in regards to something that you are either that is valuable to you or that's important to you. It could be very well connected to career or finances because Pentacles does connect to that energy. Okay, so after a Tower moment, there's a sense of rebuilding slowly, one step at a time, putting in the effort, the work, the consistency involved in order to see something open up. I'm also getting here manifestation. If you are manifesting, okay, especially here with this page, pages are all about messages. And remember, I was connecting here to messages that you may be downloading. You may be downloading some messages here or some type of ideas that you are turning into concrete foundations for yourself. Okay. So it's as if this Tower moment was necessary in order to clear whatever may have been keeping you away from whatever it is that you're trying to ground or trying to um, make into reality here. All right. So listen to your intuition, as that's going to be an important piece here at this moment in time. Okay. Now, the Tower also has other, energies attached to it. It could be the aha moment also. It could be you kind of saying, aha, I know exactly what I need to do in order to start grounding the ideas that I have in my mind or manifesting or looking into new opportunities, because pages are all about the beginner mindset. Let's take a look and continue to add details. I feel that this is like more like this. Separate energy there. Okay, let's take a look at your next card. And you have the energy here of harmony. Harmony is the beautiful melody in relationships. Now, this could be relationships connected to work, money, family, friends, loved ones. Okay, this could be in your love life, this could be in your career, this could be with friends, family, and loved ones. Harmony or a balanced approach here of exchanges, of grounding certain things, connecting, and being consistent in the development of the connection and the bonds with people that you care about. Now, again, it could be very easily connected to work because Pentacles is here. So having the important collaboration efforts with people that you work with, or again, I'm getting here like one person could open the door to another opportunity. It's like 6 degrees of separation here, because I'm getting like someone knowing someone else and kind of helping you along your journey. So that could also be very important here for you. Okay, the connections that you make, sustain them, nurture them, grow them, because over time, whoever you may meet may be an important person or network for other things that you want to create and expand upon. So relationships between staff, colleague, um, clients, friends, family, loved ones, super important. Okay. All right, let's go to the next part of the reading because you do have here a super reading. Let's get more messages here for the High Priestess. Let's see what's coming through for you here, Big 215. Let's get more details here in regards to, okay. In regards to this message, give me more details here on the High Priestess. Why is this here? Ooh, that wanted to pop out. You see that? Well, that's the card that, yeah, Unfinished Symphony. And you also have here Orphaned card right behind it. The High Priestess is here because there is something here that intuitively you feel like is not closed. Something here, there's not a closed chapter in something. Okay. And your guides are saying here that whatever this chapter you feel is not closed is creating some type of distress from time to time, or the senses of nostalgia or melancholic energy. Be careful of that, because making sure that you have a balance here on things is going to be super important in order for you to ground your ideas, or in order for you to move forward in something that you are developing. So this kind of intuitive energy here with the High Priestess is telling me that your guides are talking about not being taken off track by something here that either you are deeply connected to or are intuitively picking up some type of messages or energies from, okay? Because, like I said, it may be placing you in this energy where you feel melancholic, or that you may feel a little bit disconnected. And that could be a very big tower moment for you, because if it disconnects, if you're not balanced, if you're not stable and focusing on where you want to grow, where you want to bloom, where you want to create new opportunities and connect with people and do the things that you want to do in your career or your finances, it could throw you off balance. Okay. And this could also mean then another person is reaching their goals and you are then having difficulty reaching yours, okay, because of this imbalance here. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Let's take a look here. But the Page of Pentacles is a good energy. Again, this is just coming across as like, just keep this in the back of your mind. Don't allow anything that has not been fully closed or that you feel may still be kind of like energetically open to take you off course. Okay. Let's get more details here with the Tower and the Page of Pentacles. The Tower and the Page of Pentacles here. Ooh, doubt surface. Okay, you just saw that. I didn't even cut the deck here. There may be some doubts surfacing here in regards to either career or finances, or in regards to this intuitive energy that you feel that is still open. There could be a chapter in your life, whether it be in your love life or any other aspects of your life here, where there at times may be a sense of doubt. And when you get into this, I might as well just take this card out because it is super important here in regards to your reading. The orphaned card. And those doubts surface and throw you off balance. It says someone's trust in you is starting to waver. Now, this could go either way. Either you are wavering in a trust that you have for someone else, or someone else with you. Okay. So trust is at play. That may be here what is throwing you off kilter in regards to this Tower moment that I'm picking up here. Okay. Be careful, because if you continue to latch on and continue to hang on to things that are pulling your energy down or throwing your focus off, it's going to be very difficult for you to achieve the harmony that you need, okay, and the balance that you need and the focus that you need in order to move forward in regards to career and finances, especially because we're talking about Pentacles energy. All right. So your trust may be wavering in someone and someone's trust, or someone's trust may be wavering in yours. Whatever it is, there's a lot of emotions connected to that, because that is a lot of water energy there in that cup. Let's jump to the next section here. After Bake 215, we have T. T, don't go anywhere because you are up next. All right, Bake 215, let's see here. Give me more clarity here in regards to the Harmony card. What your guides want you to know. Oh, okay. That is funny. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. Hold on. I'm going to have to shuffle again. That was so funny. Hold on a second. For whatever reason, there were two parts. Oh, I see what the issue is. Hold on a second. Yeah. There's been a mess here. Yeah. Some of my cards are not the way they need to be. Sorry, give me 1 second. All right, now this is correct. Some are looking in the opposite direction. All right, there we go. All right, let's try that one more time. All right, let's see here. Let's get more clarity here in connection to your reading. Harmony, let's get more clarity here on harmony. All right, now that flipped over. And what you have here is loyal llama. Loyal llama. Again, loyalty here being at play. That could be a reoccurring theme in the back of your mind in regards to, like I said at the top of the reading, this unfinished symphony and this orphan card. And again, the doubts that are surfacing here within that I feel are adding more tension and more energy here to this tower moment, okay? Now, Loyal Llama says patience, stamina, diligence. Very much connected to this page of Pentacles. Pentacles are about the patience, the consistency, and the consistency is connected to what? The stamina, right? The stamina of something. You have to have a good stamina in order to consistently invest in something here. And effort, Pentacles energy, 3D, putting the efforts into something. And what do I usually say about that energy is doing your due diligence, right? So all the three things that are talking about this card, this energy that's connected to this loyal llama is very much connected to this page of pentacles, which is telling me validation, confirmation, and what I've been channeling thus far. So super important for you to be patient in whatever it is that you're trying to grow. Have a winner mindset, because that's going to give you the kind of like the I'm hearing root chakra. So work on your root chakra. That's going to be super important here. Okay. Bake 215, your roots chakra, your sacral chakra, and your solar plex chakra. Those first three chakras, super important to ground your energy, to connect you with your passion and your stamina. Okay. The fire within you being proactive. And the solar plex chakra, your sense of confidence in yourself. So you get out of this kind of doubting either something or someone. Okay. Maybe even doubting your own abilities here as well. So you can let go of that energy. It says persistence and peaceful, grassland dweller. Show your fortitude in troubled times. I mean, cannot be more straight to the point and really connecting to every part of your reading here, Bake 215, because this is talking about those moments that are either a tower moment from the past or recent past, or the tower moment that you may be experiencing as you're highly doubting either someone or something could easily throw you off balance. So super important for you to continue to have patience, do your due diligence, be consistent so that you could create this overall harmony with people and connections that may be very valuable in your career or in your finances. That being said, let's take a look at two more decks here. Well, the half of this deck here, and then we're going to close. Oh, that I thought that was going to pop out. All right. Oh, this did. Okay, perfect. So you have two cards that just popped out of the deck here. You have Barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. I mean, validation, confirmation. Okay. This Barrel, again, connected to that orphan card, connected to that tower, connected to doubt surface. So paying very close attention and healing this energy is going to be super important. And then you have Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. In other words, taking a mental or physical vacation from this unfinished energy that you are replaying time and time again, or that you're thinking about time and time again. I'm telling you, it's coming across as something throwing you off your game, whether you want to whether you know what it is consciously or subconsciously, and that could kind of throw everything here at a very different spin. So what you want to accomplish is going to be very much dependent upon where you are focusing on. So if you're focusing on the rear view mirror, you're not going to be able to see what's ahead. Okay, so super important here. Big 215. Last but not least, let's take a look at your last and final cards here, and let's see what's coming through. Your last and final, Big 215. I hope these messages are insightful for you, and drop a rose in the comment section and here in the chat to let me know that these messages resonate. I mean, listen, I'm telling you, I can't make this up. I'm telling you, it says, what does it say there? Stay focused. Okay, I'm going to give myself a round of applause. That's exactly what I've been saying. Super important for you to stay focused and take the small steps needed in order for you to ground and excel in something that is very much connected to your career and your finances. Now, you may be saying to yourself, well, but I'm doing what I need to do. Great, continue to, because there are times you shift from that energy. This is why it's talking about harmony, balance. Okay. Stay focused says it's time for solitude and individual working. Wow, does that sound familiar? Because that's exactly what's been coming out from the top of the reading. It's time for solitude. You got to get on your own path. You got to focus on where you're going, what you want to achieve, where your goals are, and be consistently focused on that goal. You got to leave everything else in the back burner, okay? It says, be careful if there are interference with your process occasionally. Does that sound familiar? Validation confirmation. It says here, ideas and solutions come to your mind when alone and totally into your own plan. Like there you go. I don't need to say anything else. It cannot be, it is as clear. It is as clear as this glass of water in your reading. That's how clear this message is. Wow. From the top all the way to the end of the reading. Listen, Big 215, I wish you the best of luck as always. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe. Good luck on your endeavors, because it's looking like it's going to be good, but you're got to stay right on track. Wow, what a message here. And for those of you intuitive friends who are wondering what a super reading looks like, that's an example of a super reading, okay? That being said, Bake 215, thank you so much for your generosity, for your love, your support to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Intuitive friends, let's see. Up next, we have T, but before I jump into T's reading and before I double check the list, let me introduce myself here to those of you who are new to my channel. Welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box, as well as in the chat. And yes, intuitive friends, I do have credentials. That being said, intuitive friends, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. For those of you who are returning subscribers, welcome back. And for those of you who subscribed to the channel today during this live, I want to say thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell and all alerts, because the lists, when I do a free reading, they do fill up very, very quickly. Okay. So that being said, intuitive friends, don't forget you have to manually turn on your notification bell and manually turn on all notification alerts. If not, you're not going to get alerted. And then when you come, it's always going to be like, oh, there are other people there before me. La, 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 la. Okay. So that being said, intuitive friends. Oh, did I just pick this up? Yeah, I just picked it up in the, there we go. All right. Intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. All right. I'll be taking a look at the list shortly. But up next we have T. So T, don't go anywhere. And then I'll tell you who after T, I want to say is Daniela, and then after Daniela, we have Shatira. And then after Shatira, we have, well, wait a minute. It all depends if there's another member here. So let me do it the right way and not try to take a shortcut here, because I could end up making promises and breaking them. So give me 1 second. Let me just put all this back in. All right. So T, don't go anywhere. Just stay put. Give me 1 second here. Let me get this organized back here. Okay. And all right, let's grab the list. Let's grab the phone and let's grab the pen and let's begin. All right. So Bake 215. Thank you so much. Oh, you dropped a lot of roses there. So thank you so much for your validation confirmation. I do want to say thank you to Sprinkle 777, who's also a member. Shaylee, welcome, Shaylee. Let me see, Shaylee. Yes, you're the. Yes. Okay, perfect, Shaylee. Shaylee, I'm going to add you to the members list. Thank you so much, Shaylee, for your generosity here as well. So you are going to get a super reading. All right. So let's review the list. We finished with Bake 215. And we're jumping. Remember, we do one member, one subscriber, one member, one subscriber, one member, one subscriber. So now I'm going to jump into the member side and I'm going to be channeling messages for T. Okay. After T, I'm going to go back to the subscribers list and I'm going to do the reading for Daniela. After Daniela, I'm going to jump into the members list, give Shaylee her reading, which is going to be a super reading. And then I'm going to jump to Shatira. And then after Shatira, we have Ava. Okay. So that being said, that's the order. And let me just update the following. Okay. So let me just update the following. All lists closed, closed session. All right. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right. Now everything is updated. Okay. All right. That being said, let's jump to T's reading, which, by the way, T's reading is also a super reading. So thank you so much. Thank you, T, for being part of the membership tier. And of course, thank you so much, T, for your generosity in this super reading today. That being said, T, let's see what your guides want you to know. Remember, these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's see what's coming through for you. All right, T, let's see what your guides want you to know. What energy may be surrounding you at this moment in time, or what may be potentially unfolding for you here, okay? So let's see what's coming through. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, things are looking really good for you here. If it's not, if you don't feel that this is the case right now, I'm going to tell you it's looking like things are going to turn in a very beautiful direction here. Nine of Pentacles, you're focused on what you are building, on what is valuable to you. Okay. You may be focusing on either, again, like I said, something that is very valuable to you. You're focusing and building something, your dreams, your goals, things that you want to achieve. This could also be very well talking about your career or your finances, or this beautiful sense of satisfaction that you may be experiencing right now. So whatever it is that you have been doing, it's going to lead to the result of you being or feeling satisfied. Or if you are already in this energy of the Nine of Pentacles, this is saying keep doing what you're doing, because this is looking really, really positive for you. This energy here feels like whatever it is that you are accomplishing or creating here, you're doing it solo. like you're doing it on your own. Like there's a sense of independence. You feel very self-reliant here, okay? You have here Six of Pentacles. There is here perhaps an exchange. And the exchange that I'm picking up here is your guide saying something like, because you have a very positive and optimistic disposition, that you could be getting something in return. So this is saying you're investing and putting in the work in something, and you are receiving something in return. Now, this could go in several ways, and take it as it may resonate. There could be you putting in the energy, the optimism, and the work in something, and either one or two things, you actually getting tangible reward. So you are tangibly rewarded for something here. Okay. So it's like I do a service and I'm getting paid for it. Okay. So I'm putting in the work in something. This could be job related. Okay. It does. I'm going to be very honest with you. It feels career related because there's a lot of pentacles here. So it could be finances, right? Your finances are either back on track, or you're finally getting the rewards that are meant for you to receive. So Nine of Pentacles, you're doing the hard work on your own. You're being self-reliant. You're putting in the patience, okay? Because whatever this is has taken time for you to see it back to you. So you've had the patience, the stamina, you're doing your due diligence. This person is putting in the work. You see, this person is picking the pentacles from the tree. Okay. I feel here there's a bird there, which is usually not the case in the regular traditional deck, but I'm getting here there's a lot of like communication here. So I don't know if you are in a career where you give people service, or that you speak a lot, you talk a lot, or you write a lot. Maybe it's data, it's information. You look at information, read information. Okay. Or this could also be, oh, very interesting. This could also be like, especially if you're like going on interviews or something like that. If you are going on interviews, or you're planning on going on interviews, or you have gone on interviews, then you're going to get your opportunity. Okay. So this is definitely here coming through as like, you're going to reap your rewards. So however this may be, things are looking really, really positive for you here. Okay. So whether it's a congratulations for now, or a congratulations in the near future, this Nine of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles is all about this balance that is, or the balance, things are balancing off for you now. You're right back on track. Now, I wouldn't be surprised that during this Aries season, you're going to be enjoying this beautiful reaping of rewards here. Okay. Now, let's see what else your guides want you to know here. Hope. You never lost hope. However, or whatever the situation, circumstance, or an event that either you are dealing with now or that you dealt with in the past, you stood very much grounded in your belief that you have what it takes in order to reach your goals, or receive or reap the rewards that you are meant to receive. Okay. So your hope, your constant confidence in yourself, like I said, self-reliant, your confidence in yourself allowed you, or will bring forth, or has brought forth. Again, don't know where we are here with this energy, but I'm definitely getting that this is what's surrounding you at this moment in time. You never lost hope. You believed in your strong, stable abilities, your communication also. So whatever you said, or whatever you will be saying to others, is going to bring you rewards. Okay. This is also a joint effort, also, I want to say, okay, because your guides are saying You did it alone, perhaps here in the physical realm, but you didn't do it alone in regards to the ethereal. So you have been asking, and that's what they're telling me here, this bird is, you've been reaching to the ethers, asking, whether it's prayer, manifestation, and really reaching and connecting with your higher self, destiny, or fate. And you're being rewarded by your sense of hope and faith in the process. And I do feel this is something that has taken some time or will be taking time, but you will be getting that which you deserve. Okay. You deserve something here and you're getting it. So there you go. Wow. This is a very, very beautiful reading here. Let's jump into more clarity here. So let me know if that resonates, if anything there is making sense, because it feels a lot here that things are really going good for you. And again, you never lost hope and you never lost faith in the fact that your either spiritual belief, religious belief, or belief in yourself, like that was like so strong that that's what has created this beautiful opening for yourself here. Okay, so very, very nice energy. And you're one pentacle away from that complete harmony here or complete stability, but you're like at 95%, so this is looking really good. Let's get more clarity here on the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Nine of Pentacles here, energy coming through. Let's get more clarity on the Nine of Pentacles. We have here, yeah, look at that, regeneration. Something that you thought or an area of your life that you left or you left behind, and you went ahead and did something better than what you had in the past or recent past. Regeneration. There's this energy here that you are growing stronger than what you were, maybe in your finances or maybe in your career. So if you left something behind in those areas, if you left something behind, it's because it was needed for you to leave it behind. You outgrew your past either role, job, responsibilities. There's something here that you were ready for more. And that ready for more, your guides are saying, you may have felt uncomfortable or the feeling of like, I gotta go, or maybe the universe took you out of a either position, job, or some place or something that was very valuable to you. And you may have thought like, oh my gosh, like, what am I gonna do? But you believed in yourself. You believed in your abilities. You believed in your self-reliance. You believed in connecting to the ethereal and to saying, you know what, I know that I could do more. And sure enough, there's that regeneration. You're back, but you're back and better than ever before. So there could be here a lot having to do with the next step. There could be even more leadership opportunities for you, whether in job or career, whether this is something that you may have felt like you needed a challenge or you needed to be valued. I feel that whatever this is, it's like now you're being valued or you will be valued in the near future if this is career or finance related. But very beautiful reading here with regeneration. Now it's interesting because now it's the time for spring, spring season has happened here, and there's this sense of, a new beginning for you. So you are entering a new cycle, and this new cycle is connected to Aries season and the new astrological new year that's unfolding with this Aries season that has just recently started. So I wouldn't be surprised that you gain more, I don't know why I want to say fame, but more like, recognition, more money, more accolades, more positive reviews. in something that you are putting and investing your time and focus on. I do want to say that there's something here about communication. So I don't know what you may do for a living, or what maybe there's something very valuable connected to, you know, the things that you say or how you help others. But yeah, you're at the top of your game here, or very close to be at the top of your game. You said it says here karmic lessons here. It says there are karmic lessons in your past that need to be learned. Okay, this could be relationships. Now, relationships could be romantic or non-romantic, or this could be relationships dealing with career in a company or people that you've dealt with. So there were some lessons that you needed to learn in the past, okay, or the recent past, that allowed you to get out of your comfort zone and finally see that that soil that you were either investing or placing a lot of focus and energy on was not the soil that was perfect, was not the soil that was perfectly made for you to grow. It may have been at one point in time, but there's a sense here of you outgrowing that environment, people, connections, okay, and you needing more. So again, there's some lessons to take into account in regards to that. So there is nothing here that what is meant for you is not going to pass you by. Okay. So there's this energy here that whatever was meant for you, trust me, it has your name on it and you're reaching for it, or you will be reaching for it. Let's get more clarity here. Oh, clarity with the hope card. And you have here stoic mice or stoic mouse. You see, I feel here that there was something about being stagnant, or like I just said, metaphorically, about the soil. Remember what I just said, that there was soil here, and the soil is symbolism. So I'm getting there was soil here that no longer was breeding either success, see, pentacles energy, was no longer breeding the success that you have to offer. You have a lot of skills, abilities, maybe even you have a very beautiful way of talking to others, helping others, okay? And wherever this soil was, or this environment or person or whatever this is, you needed to exit. So whether you left or whether some changes happened, like a whirlwind, okay, look at that water, like a whirlwind, you didn't see it coming, but it happened for a reason. It had to get you out of that so that you could finally reap the rewards, because there's a lot more for you up ahead than where you were, okay? And again, let me know if that resonates here for you, but that's what I'm getting. You have here contentment, of course. Like I said, these changes, although may have been uncomfortable, or it may have taken a little bit time to get yourself back on track, you know, there's a feeling here of you feeling good about something now. I told you, satisfied, okay? There's a sense of satisfaction here. It says you need to unlock your hidden potential. Didn't I say validation, confirmation again? I said you have a lot of abilities, skills. You got something very valuable within yourself, and either you weren't maximizing this where you were, or there's just like you had to, you were outgrowing, you know, you were like putting too much work in something that wasn't rewarding you correctly. Okay, wow, look at that. All right, let's jump to giving you more details here with this first deck. And then, of course, you have here psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Wow. Whatever it is that you're doing right now at this moment in time, your guides want to remind you, always listen, keep an eye on your intuition. Keep an eye on hunches that you get, because the hunches that you get may be giving you some type of messages here. and your guides are saying, hey, we're reaching, you reached out, you reach out to them, they reach out to you, and they may communicate with you in different ways. Again, I'm on this thing with this, I'm getting so much with this like bird, which is very strange because I've had this deck forever, and I've like the bird is never popped out as like a message here as much, never, like it never really has. But in your reading here, T, it's like the bird is super important. There's some type of communication or sign, symbol, synchronicities that the universe is giving you, maybe through angel numbers, maybe through hunches, maybe, you know, whatever it is that you're asking the universe, hey, give me this specific sign. Let me see a red balloon wherever I go so that I know that I'm on the right path. Look at that. You have an angel there. I'm telling you, your guides are all over this reading saying, yep, this is it. Listen, there may be some beautiful changes going on here during June for you. Okay, so there may be some even more things happening here in June, which is Gemini season, but it's also Cancer season. So Gemini and Cancer season, which is very interesting because this bird here is air, and the next air sign would be Gemini. So there could be something coming through, sign, symbol, synchronicities coming through for you during either Gemini season or Cancer season. So look at that. All right, last but not least, let's jump into the next part of your reading here. And this is your last and final card. And again, T, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. Thank you for being part of the membership tier, okay, tier number 2. And also, thank you so much for your donation and your super reading. All right, let's see what's coming through here for you, what your guides want you to know. And I feel like they want to say even more. I mean, listen, there's a lot here with your guides. It says here, decluttering your space. Listen, and again, I don't know, but I just go with, you guys already know. You guys are my subscribers for a reason, because you know that when I say something, it's like whooping, right on point. Now, I don't know if this is the case in this reading. However, I'm going to reiterate the following, and that is, I specifically said, and I would not be surprised if something that you were investing on for a very long time, it got taken away from you. Not in a negative way. It may have felt that way at that moment in time, but something was removed because your guides are saying they were decluttering your space. And the space may be very much connected to finances, career, or something that was very valuable or is very valuable to you. So this decluttering was needed in order for you to grow. See, I told you, you outgrew that soil that you started in. There you go. Now let's read what this says. It says, whether it's your living or working space. Look at that. Didn't I say Pentacles energy? It needs cleaning up to welcome more refreshing and pure air energy. That beautiful bird that has been you know what I just heard? I just heard clean slate, my dear. Clean slate. White. Clean slate. You needed a clean slate. It says it needs cleaning to welcome more refreshing and pure air. Your mind will gain more clarity and peace. I mean, look at that. And I bring it all the way to here to the camera so you could see I'm not making this up. Wow, what a reading here for you, T. Wow. Well, thank you again, T, for your love, loyalty, and support. Please drop a rose in the comment section and here in the chat to let me know that these messages have resonated for you. And as I always say, if they don't resonate now, They may resonate at a later time. So just keep your eyes open, because I do feel that one or two things, either this shift is something that you're experiencing right now, and if you're not, you may be experiencing this shift very soon. So don't lose hope. That being said, thank you so much, T, and we will see who is up next. But first, for those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, and yes, I do have credentials, take a look down below in the description box as well as in the chat. That being said, for some of you, you may say to yourselves, like, why should we say, like, yes, I do have credentials? Well, because I actually really do have credentials. If you take a look at my website, you will see in the first page on the left-hand side, well, if you look at it on the computer, if you look at it in the on your phone, you'll see it. You'll see all the mediums I've worked with. I've worked with mediums. I've worked with psychics. I've worked with clairvoyants. I've worked with many people, and all my credentials are there for you in case you are interested in taking a look. Okay. So that being said, let's jump. Hold on one second. Let me put this in order. And then I'm going to see what was written, if anything was written, and or what's going on in the chat section before I jump to the rest of the reading. And of course, let's give a round of applause of thanks to Butterfly for donating your time. All right, so we have here T. We finished with your reading. And now we're going to jump to the subscriber part. And now, Daniela, this is your reading coming up now. After Daniela, we have Shaylee. And Shaylee, thank you so much for your super. And then after Shaylee, we have Shatira. Shatira, thank you so much for your super. And Ava, thank you so much for your super as well. Okay, so Daniela, Shaylee, Shatira, and then Ava. Okay. Now let's see here if T wrote anything. Let's see. Yeah, I just finished training for my new job. Aha! I'm very excited. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that that's the case, because all of that was Pentacles energy. Wow, congratulations. I get paid to talk to people, and I'm in leadership. Aha, that makes sense. That makes a whole lot of sense, because that's exactly what I was picking up. Validation confirmation on that message also. You have here, you wrote, yep, was laid off with a 4-day notice earlier this year. Oh man, that must have been rough. I was distraught, but I eventually found another opportunity. Yes, you did. And that's because you continue to believe in yourself, in your abilities, and your the value that you can give to others in a job, to, you know, helping other people, to your position. So congratulations. That's exactly what came out in your reading. This is crazy. Wow. Yeah, I just finished training for my new job and I'm very excited. Yes, I was laid off, and you dropped for roses there. Thank you. I've been asking for signs, and I wasn't going to join this live because I'm a little busy, but I'm glad I did. Thank you so much. I have some other messages spread out earlier in the chat. Oh, okay, perfect. I haven't taken a look at that. But don't forget, T, you also have a reading in your membership tier, okay? So take a look at that if you haven't. Wow. There you go. There you go. Another reading that was like straightforward, accurate, and to the point. All right, intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support, for believing in this channel, for believing in my abilities and my, you know, my believe it or not, it was tough as a kid, okay, being an intuitive. But thank you so much for believing in what I do and for stopping by and being part of this community, and also being part of the membership tier for those of you who are members. And of course, for those of you who donate, I thank you all very much. All right, intuitive friends, up next, we have Daniela. Hello, Daniela. I know it's been a long time, intuitive friends, not just with Daniela, but with a lot of you. But thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. All right, let's take a look here, Daniela, what your guides want you to know. Now, Daniela, just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only, okay? And just a reminder here, Daniela, to take a look at your monthly readings, okay? The March monthly reading is a pick a card, and the April readings are up as well. For those of you who are watching, the singles reading and the couples reading are also up. Wow, look at that. When I said couples, you have the Two of Cups. Okay, now the Two of Cups is this intertwining of energy between you and someone that you find very special, or someone that the energy is flowing back and forth. Now, this someone could be romantic, or this someone could be non-romantic. Either way, the Two of Cups is talking about the vibe that is being either shared or that may be unfolding here between you and someone else. Now, Cups energy is water energy, and water energy can be very much connected to someone who is a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. They don't have to be, but since we're talking about seasons also, okay, so the person could be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Let's talk about the seasons, okay? Seasons, a water sign would be Cancer. Cancer season is coming up in June, July. So there may be some developments that may be potentially occurring here in either a romantic connection or a non-romantic connection, okay? This could be starting off as friends and it being a little bit more, or this could be you going out, having fun with friends, family, loved ones, and connecting and reconnecting with your social circle. All right, let's take a look here, Daniela. What else is coming through for you? You have the Two of Pentacles. You may be looking at the pros and cons of something, or you may be feeling a little bit busy. Now, if it's not physically busy, it could be that you are feeling like there's a lot of energy happening around you. And I will tell you, if you are a fire sign, you may be feeling that energy. And that is the reason. The reason is because we are now in Aries season. So Aries season, fire sign. So even if you're not an Aries, but you are, for example, a Leo or a Sagittarius, you may be feeling fired up. You may be feeling like there's lots going on, or your energy is on kind of like there's a lot going on energetically for you. Now, the Two of Pentacles energy is about the balance of something. So you may be either juggling too much, or you may be feeling a lot of this energy that's happening here during Aries season. And this is talking about you taking, balancing something off. Now you have two twos here. You have a 2 and a 2. So sign, symbol, synchronicities. Your guides may be sharing or maybe showing you multiples of 2. Okay, very much connected here as a sign, symbol, synchronicity. So multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8. You may be seeing those type of numbers. Okay, twos are also about choices, and it's also about options. So you may have two people that you feel very deeply connected to, and these two people may or two areas or two situations that may be very important to you, and you're trying to either look at the pros and the cons of something, or you're trying to make a decision here of some sort. There's something about choices or options. That being said, Daniela, let's take a look at your next deck. Let's get more clarity here, Daniela. And you have support. Wow, very nice. You're being supported here by either a person who cares about you, like your family, your loved ones, your friends, or supported in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Now, if it's not the 3D support, which is friends, family, loved ones, or a special someone that you're talking to or you're getting to know, or your best friend or something like that, it could be spiritually. So you're being spiritually supported and being guided and protected along the way. Support says here, seek support. You don't have to bear everything on your own. If you have been feeling a little bit kind of like you're juggling way too much, whether it's energy, whether you're juggling too much emotionally, mentally, energetically, or physically, like you're doing way too much than you need to. This is saying take a step back, balance things off, okay? You have a full plate, whether it's energetically or tangibly, and this is talking about take some rest, connect with your higher self, make time to bring yourself back to the yin energy, okay? You are being supported here in some way, shape, or form by your guides, friends, family, or loved ones. And don't feel bad if you need some help. If you do need some help in something, then ask the right people that you trust to help you along the way. Okay. And this is also saying here, don't feel like you're burdening your guardian angel or the ethereal or the creator or the universe. If you need help, ask for it, because what you ask, you may receive to help you balance some type of burden or help you make some type of choice or options that you may be looking at. All right. Last but not least here, Daniela. Up next, we have Shaylee. All right, Daniela, let's see what's coming through for you, my dear, what your guides want you to know, whether it's the energy that is surrounding you at this moment in time or something that may be unfolding for you. Okay, it didn't flip over, so I'm just going to put it back in here. But let's see what else is coming through for you. All right, my dear, and you have make a commitment. Stay committed to whatever aspect of your life, relationship, career, path, or all about you, your self-development, okay? Whatever it is that you are doing, continue to put in the patience, the consistency, the tenacity, the determination to continue to do something, okay? So I do feel that there is something here that is at play. It says here, or your self-development. All you need is a strong sense of responsibility, commitment, patience, responsibility in doing your due diligence consistently. It says, all you need is a strong sense of responsibility because you have a long way to go. Okay. Pentacles energy is a slow moving energy. And if we're talking about this in Pentacles energy, Taurus season is coming up, but then after Taurus season, we have Gemini season. And if we're looking at water season, that would be Cancer season. So this may kind of start off or kick off in Taurus season, and it could unfold even bigger and better during Cancer season. So take what resonates. And as I says there, make a commitment to stay focused and stay consistent in whatever this is. Daniela, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. I haven't seen you in a long time. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel with like-minded souls, with friends, family, loved ones that you feel may benefit from my messages. That being said, intuitive friends, thank you so much, Daniela. Up next, we have Shaylee. After Shaylee, we have Shatira. And then after Shatira, we have Ava. But first, I want to say, intuitive friends, if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a current subscriber, welcome back. If you are, if you just subscribed to the channel, then guess what? Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I hope that if you weren't able to get a message this time around, that you come back tomorrow so that you could get more messages, okay? All right, so it is on a first come, first served. And up next, we have Shaylee. Welcome, Shaylee. Thank you so much for being here, Shaylee. And thank you, of course, for your generosity. Shaylee, thank you so much for being part of the membership tier. And of course, thank you so much for your generosity here. Let's see what's coming through for you. You do have a super reading. So, Shatira, you might need to wait for a little bit longer. But then after Shaylee, let me just show here. After Shaylee, we have Shatira. After Shatira, we have Ava. Okay. And all three of you have a super reading. So just so you know, take that into consideration and just be patient because we are all doing super reading. So I'm going to go as detailed. You guys know I take my time with my supers. Okay. So let's take a look here, Shaylee, what's coming through for you. But first, something flipped over. Don't know what it is, but I do want to say these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Something flipped over. King of Swords energy. You are thinking. You have the not thinking. I mean, obviously, you know what I mean. Your mastery right now at this moment in time is thinking clearly here. You're thinking clearly about either a situation, circumstance, or event. You're using your intelligence. You're using your ability to communicate intellectually, clearly, okay? Listening to the things that you need to. Why is this stuck on? Oh, hold on. It was so funny is that you have the Ace of Swords here. So there may be some new ideas here that are coming through your mind. Maybe you're planning something. You're figuring something out. You could also be studying something. Now, the studying could be a class, a course, but also the studying of something. You could be studying a person's behavior, characteristics, or studying, meaning observing or assessing a situation, circumstance, or event. And you're not allowing your emotions to kind of muddy the waters here. Okay. You're allowing yourself to be very logical, rational, and analytical in whatever this is. Now, the logical, rational, analytical side here is coming across as you making intelligent decisions, learning from past mistakes, making sure you don't do them again. Okay. I feel here that you're very kind of straightforward and upfront. Sometimes people might not like that, but you know what? It allows you to clear the air. I do feel that you are very much connected to your intuition because you do have here the owl. Now you have owl and you have either a raven or a crow. And you also have here a bat. So things that are animals that are very much connected to the air. Now, intuition, you're connecting more with your intuition, or you're at the very least following your inner knowing in a clearer way or in a clearer manner, because you have here your you I don't know if you have an owl, like a stuffed owl or something, because it was like your owl, but whatever. Okay. You have owl and you have crow or raven, which is very much connected to intuition. And then you have bat, which is connected to communication. Okay. So that those elements here are coming through for you. So it feels like you're really kind of really grounded in the area of assessing, observing, and connecting certain dots here. Okay. Even if you're not doing a lot of communication, even if you're not talking a lot, there's a lot of thinking that's happening here. Okay. So let's get more energy here. It was just very interesting. I said your owl. I don't know where. I mean, I just channeled that message. So let me know if that makes sense to you, because that came. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? You have the Queen of Swords. Wow. And Six of Pentacles. I wasn't even going to take that next card, but you know how this is coming across here? This is coming across, if it's not on the physical plane, this is coming across very spiritual. You could be connecting which is interesting because I said your owl, and I was like, why is that coming through? What is that about? I don't know, but I'm just going to say what's coming through. And I know it might sound a little crazy, but hey, that's me. You know what is so funny? Because I put on Instagram, some people call me crazy and other people call me for advice. So there you go. But I'm getting here that if you are connecting to the ethereal, for example, connecting to your spiritual guides, connecting to your angel, connecting to the angelic realm, connecting to, I don't know, spiritual guides, spiritual mentors, spiritual teachers, deities. I'm getting Athena here, one of which, there could be many, but I'm just giving an example, like Athena with the owl, or a deity here. It could be a male, it doesn't have to, but it could be a yang energy type of deity. Don't know, but I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be. It's as if you connecting to this energy, this ethereal representation of something here, is allowing you to get a clearer exchange with the higher realms. Like it's coming across more like a spiritual reading, honestly. With the Queen of Wands, it's like you're getting what you're putting into. So if you're asking or you work, maybe that's another thing. Maybe you work, because Pentacles energy is work and value. Maybe you work with an energy or a deity that is connected to like the higher realms. This is saying you are seeing something a lot clearer because of the working, because of that collaboration. Six of Pentacles, reciprocal energy that you're putting in, either the time, effort, and the consistency and the patience to see something through as a sign, symbol, synchronicity. So I wouldn't be surprised if right now at this moment in time, there could be something very much connected to an energy or, again, destiny, fate, because you have you have divine counterparts, but they're not looking at each other. Okay, they're not looking at each other this way. They're looking away from each other. So it comes across as this energy of maybe the higher realms, you connecting in that way, and you are reaping the rewards here. So whatever it is feeling more of a spiritual reading than anything else. Now, does it, what's underneath? Look, the Ace of Swords again. There's a lot either here on your mind, or there's a lot here that you're cutting the confusion about. You're seeing something clearly. There's a divine insight that's happening here, either now or has happened. And there's this equal give and take. It's like you joining forces with your higher self, with your guardian angel, with, I don't know why at the top of the reading I was saying my owl. So I don't know if you have, I don't know, something connected to owl, Athena, or, in general, a deity. Your connection is creating more of this kind of give and take, and you're being able to cut through the confusion here of something. And you're thinking very clearly, and you're like, I know either what I need to do, or I know exactly how I need to communicate an idea, because, or you've made a decision, or you're about to make a decision, but whatever it is, you're not coming across as confused at all. Okay. So there you go. That's something about my owl. So there you go. All right. You have two cards that just jumped out of the deck. You have bravery and discovery. Bravery says, face the unknown with bravery and trust your steps. You see, it's like you are about to make a very big leap forward in something, and either you are thinking about the steps, or the confusion is, you're cutting the confusion of whatever it is, and you may be leaning into this energy of whatever this was about my owl. You're leaning probably into this energy, or this, either deity, energy, guardian angel, higher self is helping you with something here, because you may be at a pinnacle point. You may be kind of like at the crossroads of something here. And it's like you're getting help to see something clearly here. Yeah, you have here discovering. Discover the treasures within and follow your passion. I'm going to tell you this. If you are in a position right now, or if there could be something here in the near future where you start thinking about making a decision about something, you're going to make that decision based on, are you inspired and are you motivated to do it? Like, is it something that's going to give you, you're going to reap rewards from it? And it's not coming across as like a tit for tat, not at all. But it's one of those things where you have to really take a look at the situation, circumstance, event, person, or environment. Because if it cannot bring you a sense of giving something back, and it doesn't have to be tangibly, but if you're not being valued in return, so to speak, then you're going to need to take a look twice on what that may be. And if we're talking about the 3D realm and the fact that now let's change this energy about the ethereal, my apologies here on that horn that's right behind siren, whatever it is. This is coming through as if it is a person, you are distancing yourself from this person because the king of swords and queen of swords are not a very good dynamic counterpart, especially with the fact that they're not looking at each other or they're not facing each other. So if there has been an argument or a disagreement or kind of like a rift between you and someone else, and you may be kind of on the fence on what your next step is, you're going to figure something out. You're going to discover that you have to really connect to, are you feeling invested to want to proceed either in this environment, situation, circumstance, or event? And if so, are you really truly being valued, or is there a lack of reciprocity between you and someone else, and you're the one who may be overgiving? So this is kind of bringing you to a kind of like a crossroad here, where this is saying, Shaylee, that you may need to take a moment, a step back before you jump into a new direction. And I keep hearing kind of like this analogy. You got to make sure there's water in the pool before you jump in. So you cannot jump into something blindly here. There's a lot of kind of methodical thinking, analytical, logical, rational type of checking things off from a list to kind of say, does this make sense? So you're not making a choice, or you're not investing in something based on your emotion. Okay, you're putting your emotion aside. You're trying to figure out, does it make sense? And if it does, then is this truly where you want to move in that direction? Okay, very, very interesting reading here. All right, let's take a look here with King of Swords energy. Give me more clarity here. King of Swords, and we have here, look at that, exchanging gifts. Again, reciprocal energy. So if this is a person in the 3D realm, this could be someone that you may be overgiving. You may be overgiving here in a situation, circumstance, or event. And this is saying, take into account what this is. Now, if we're talking about the 3D realm, if we're talking about the spiritual realm, then this is saying, remember to continue the reciprocal energy and effort and consistency to whatever this ethereal guide or guardian angel or higher self energy is. Because the more you work with this energy, the more that there is a sense here of a clear focus, or you analyzing something from a perspective that's going to bring you more positive rather than negative. Like you're not going to be losing, you're going to be gaining, but you have to know how to go about it. Okay? So let's see here what else is coming through for you. All right, let's see. What else? Give me more details here on the Queen of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. You have here, look at that. Facade. Concern. Someone's concern may not be sincere, hiding ulterior motives. Be aware of where you are putting your time, energy, patience, your resources, your money, your focus. Okay, something, it could be a person, a situation, a circumstance, an event, or an environment. Something is not as honest or as quote unquote kind and in need as you may think. Okay, so just be in an awareness of that. Okay, all right, let's take a look at the last and final. I feel you're going to make the right choices here. So if this is an option, if this is a choice, again, it's coming through as you're going to know what to do, but it's going to be very, very important for you to rely on your intuition, your guides, your guardian angel, the ethereal realm to keep you right on course, because there could be a kind of like in the emotional side of you may want to make decisions. And this is saying this is not a time where your emotions are going to benefit the situation. What's going to benefit the situation is you clearly asking the right questions, observing, assessing, and allowing yourself to cut through the confusion with the swords of the Queen of Swords, okay? So that you can, again, receive what you give. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. Let's get more clarity here with bravery and discovery. It says pure swan. See, your intentions are pure. Something's going on here, or something may develop. If it's not now, it could be developed. It could develop. It says elegance, purity, and tranquility. Stay classy, accepting the gift of love and beauty. Okay. Now it's interesting because the gift of love and beauty is coming across as Venus energy. Okay. So Venus, and Venus is connected to Taurus. Yeah. Pentacles energy. There could be something coming through during Taurus energy that may bring something to balance, or may expose or give you like the last clue here. Or maybe you make the decision here about this either facade or situation, person, or environment. Remember that swans are about transformation. And this is talking about your guides are saying you've done the transformation needed to get yourself back on track with things. Make sure that whomever it is or whatever the environment is that you're exchanging energy with, that is in that transformative environment. But I do feel that there's someone here that, or a situation or an environment that may say, yeah, I have changed, but that may not be the case. There could be some type of ulterior motive behind the scene. So you have two cards here, and I'm getting like the color white. So you might, again, there's something here connected to just keeping an open mind, observing and assessing, and listening to your intuition along the way, because you may be getting kind of notified in some way, shape, or form here, whether it's through validation, confirmation, whether it's through serendipitous events, whether it's that you decide to research something. Okay, you're like, let me see if this is, I'm getting a gut level feeling, and let me just kind of dig here a little deeper. And you digging into something a lot deeper may reveal something here. Okay, now this could be connected to career, it could be connected to finances, it could connect, or it could be connected to something of deep importance for you. But remember, exchanging gifts came up twice for you. You do have the number 27 here, and the number 27 is 2 plus 7 is equal to 9. 9 is about closing chapters. Pig. It says beware of greed. See? Someone here may be trying to dwindle your finances in a very kind of manipulative, I've changed, things are different type of energy. Just be in awareness. If this is something that is happening now, obviously, then this is why this is coming through. If not, this could be just giving you a heads up on whatever this may be. Okay, beware of someone's greed or someone's ulterior motive here. So it's like someone being nice because they want something in return, or this tit for tat type of energy, because that's the shadow energy of the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is someone giving because they really want to, because they're generous, because they're not expecting something in return. But the shadow side of the Six of Pentacles is someone doing something because there is an ulterior motive, and only doing or saying something because they want something in return. So that's the shadow side of the Six of Pentacles. So, just be in awareness of that energy. Something just flipped over and says temporary situation. Whatever this is going to be temporary. I do feel that you're going to figure something out, and you might make a decision. It might not, someone here may not be happy, or an environment may not be happy, but it's going to be for your best interest. Okay. Last but not least, Shaylee, let's take a look at your last and final card. Up next, we have Shatira. Shaylee, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. I greatly appreciate it. Okay. If you see yourself in this type of energy time and time again, then this is talking about a pattern that needs to be broken. A pattern needs to be broken so that this cycle doesn't continue repeating itself. All right, let's see here what's coming through for you, Shaylee. And up next, we have Shatira. All right, Shaylee, let's see what's coming through for you. What your guides want you to know. It says here, manifest your dreams. Firstly, release all negative thoughts that block your mind and limit your beliefs. So again, firstly, release all negative thoughts that block your mind. So your mindset, your perspective, the narrative that you write, the moment something may not go your way, or the way that something shows up as like, here comes the lesson again. So instead of looking at it from a negative perspective, turn it around. So release the negative thoughts that block your mind and limit your beliefs. Physical moves like walking or practicing yoga is either good before you visualize your goals and feel them with all senses. What's interesting here is that behind this card, you had imagine. And imagine is about manifestation. And there's this message here talking about before you sit down and meditate on something, think about something, you got to do like a physical movement so that your mind is not kind of like racing a lot. And don't take this in a negative way at all, okay? Because this is not coming in a negative way. It's just the energy that I'm picking up. If you have some type of like hyperactivity or kind of difficulty in concentrating or focusing, this makes a lot of sense, okay? And I'll tell you why. as you know, you must know, like I've said it here before on my channel, but I am a professor in education. And so, when I speak to my teachers and they have a child who may have ADD, ADHD, or just can't keep themselves sitting for a long moment in time, or through a lesson, I always tell them, have, like the wiggle session, right? Wiggle session is the kids, get the wiggles out, like shake all your body, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, now let's sit down on the rug and let's focus on the lesson. So that's the energy that I'm getting here. So anytime you do any type of manifestation or anything that requires you to really analyze and focus on something for a while, whether that be yoga, whether that be meditation, whether it be sound healing. This is talking about to physically move your body so that you can come to a moment of rest when you are in that specific activity or in that specific energy that you are wanting to accomplish something, make a decision, or analyze something, or study something. Okay, that's how this is coming across. But there you go. Shaylee, I hope these messages have been insightful. There's a lot here coming through in regards to things shifting, transforming, you coming to the sense of tranquility and peace and purity. All right. And again, there goes tranquility there. All right. So there we go. I hope these messages have been insightful here. Shaylee, thank you again for your beautiful donation, for being part of the membership tier. And I hope to see you soon. Okay, my dear? Thank you so much. And I'll see you soon. All right, intuitive friends. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you just subscribe to the channel, I want to say thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I hope that you continue to stay subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell and all alerts, as that's an important piece here in order to get yourself very quickly on this list whenever I do free readings. Okay? So, intuitive friends, please make sure that you are reading the pinned comment at the top of this live, okay, in the chat section. Okay, so the pinned comment says this section, or I should say this session is closed. So make sure, intuitive friends, that you join me tomorrow. Okay, both the membership tier, both the membership list and the subscribers list are closed. That being said, intuitive friends, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box or take a look in the chat. Okay, all my information is there. That being said, intuitive friends, I hope you are enjoying the Aries season, and please know that I do have the pick a card reading for the 2026 astrological calendar. Okay, I'm going to place the link now here, so if you haven't taken a look at it, you have an opportunity to take a look. It is a pick a card reading, so allow your intuition to be your guide in regards to which pile or group or groups you may select. All right, give me 1 second. Let me go to the playlist here. It's actually in the bonus. No, it's not in the bonus. Yeah, the Aries. Okay, here we go. Very detailed messages came through for that reading. So if you are interested in that, okay, let's put it here. All right, so hold on 1 second. All right, here we go. So this is the pick a card. Oh, I see, Shaylee. I saw your message. You're very welcome, my dear. All right, so let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm just pasting new 2026 astro. Okay, there you go. All right, intuitive friends, I just posted that link there for you if you are interested in taking a look at that. That being said, intuitive friends, we're going to jump to the next reading. And that next reading is for Shatira. Of course, let us thank Butterfly for the help that Butterfly volunteers here in the chat. So thank you so much, Butterfly, for your love, loyalty, and support, and for your donation of time here on the channel. Okay, thank you so much, Butterfly. Up next, we have Shatira. Shatira, welcome back. Shatira, you have a super reading. So we're going to take a look here at your super reading. Okay. After Shatira, we have Ava. Okay. Ava, you are after Shatira. But first, let's jump into Shatira's reading and let's see what your guides want you to know. Shatira, just a reminder here that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Okay. And let's see here, Shatira, what's coming through for you, what your guides want you to know. Shatira, don't forget to take a look at, something flipped over, at your March readings as well as your April reading. You have the Ace of Swords. Okay, wonderful. That's a really good way to kick off this reading. Ace of Swords. This energy is looking like as if right now at this moment in time, you are really thinking a lot more clearly. You're being more intentional on exactly like getting to the bottom of something. You are more focused. There is an opportunity here. Okay. Remember, aces are about a new beginning, but it's the choice that you have to go towards that new beginning. So there is this sense of cutting through the confusion of something. Maybe things that you've been thinking about, maybe things that may have happened last week, this week, that could be coming up, or maybe in the past or recent past. But the Ace of Swords is you cutting through the confusion and allowing yourself to kind of, in a way, connect with your crown chakra, with your higher self, and in a way download or get a clear picture in your mind about what it is that you either want to proceed towards or that you want to make a final decision on, or a decision on in general. Okay, so this Ace of Swords energy is you having a breakthrough in something that you're thinking about, something that you've been observing and assessing, or having a breakthrough of communication, like finding it a lot easier to communicate something that may have been either on your mind for quite some time or in your heart for quite some time. Now, let's take a look here at the Ace of Swords and give more details here to this message. Now, remember, aces are all about a new beginning. So you could be entering this stage right now, or maybe unfolding here in the near future, where you are going to see things as they are. Okay, it's not how you want to see them. It's like, this is it. This is how I'm going to see this, because this is what the facts are telling me. This is what the evidence is showing. So you're not going to allow yourself to be swayed by your emotions. You're going to be swayed by the evidence and the clarity that is being seen, shared, felt, or experienced at this moment in time. All right, Shatira, let's see what else is coming through for you. Shatira, you have here the Nine of Pentacles. This could be very much connected to, it could be very much connected to your job. It could be connected to someone else also, or yourself. Okay, I'm getting a lot of messages here. Okay, first and foremost, that clarity of the mind could be very much connected to your finances or your career. Okay. There could be something here connected to you feeling really good right now at this moment in time, feeling satisfied at this moment in time. If you're not satisfied in your career or in your finances right now at this moment in time, then this Ace of Swords is saying that you're going to cut the confusion that you may have in the back of your mind, or this kind of should I or shouldn't I energy, and you're going to make a decision. And the decision that you are going to make in connection to either something valuable or someone valuable, or connected to your career and finances, you're going to make a decision because it benefits you, because it brings you stability. So you're not going to care about what other people think or feel about whatever this may be talking to you about, Shatira. You're going to make the decisions that feel right for you, that you feel satisfied with, that you feel the sense of, you're reaping the rewards here, so to speak. Okay. And the fact that you've worked very hard in order to be self-reliant. Now, if this energy is talking about something that already happened, then this is saying here your clear decision has placed you in an energetic environment where you feel really good. So keep doing what you do and be the leader that you are, and continue to move and go forward with your sense of practicality, with your sense of leadership, of organization, of management, okay, of being focused on what you want to achieve. Okay, remember, the Emperor card in tarot is ruled by Aries. That's the season we're in right now at this moment in time. So this could be very much connected to either one or two things: you making a decision during Aries season to improve something here for yourself, whether that's your career environment, your financial environment, or in connection to someone else. Okay. But whatever this is, I was going to say Queen of Pentacles, but the Nine of Pentacles is that kind of like pre-Empress energy. Okay. So interesting, because the Emperor is here. So there's this kind of like if this is about someone, okay, I'm going to give you another spin here, because this is also what's coming through, especially with that Empress energy. If this is someone that is connected to your love life, so I already spoke about your career and I already spoke about your finances, right? If this is connected to an area of your life that has to do with love, this is talking about you almost being ready to either reach towards this opportunity by modes of communication, like this white bird, okay, mustering up the drive, the passion, and the kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to go for it, because you're one pentacle away from that either connection or to solidify or ground or create some type of stability here. This could be a friendship. This could be a connection. This could be someone that you're interested. This is someone who may be interested in you. So there's that kind of like, you're right there. You're just one pentacle away. And that may be having to do a lot with communication because of that bird here on that branch. Okay. Now let's jump to the rest of your reading here, Shatira, and let's get more clarity. Like I said, this is something that you could either be reaching a choice or an option or making a decision during Aries season, and you're going to feel very much more comfortable in regards to career, finances, or in any other area of your life. If that change already happened, this is talking about you clearly keeping in mind how, your abilities, your self-reliance here, and you are just like in this leadership role. And if this is talking about love or friendship or some type of connection or your love life, there is this sense here of you just, again, there's nothing blocking this communication other than maybe sense of confidence, if anything. But remember that the Queen of keep saying Queen, the Nine of Pentacles, which is Empress energy, she's confident. You know what I mean? She's confident in whatever move she's going to make. So there you go. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Let's get more clarity here in this reading. And it says here, hope. This card has been hope. Oh, look at that. Communication between two people. I'm telling you. I tell you. Love how things always show up. Look at this. Maybe you've been hoping, wishing, and desiring something so much to the point that it's been in your head a lot, but you haven't done and made some certain moves. I do feel if this is something that you've been thinking about, reminiscing, kind of on the fence about, it's gonna come through that you're gonna make a choice. You're gonna clear the confusion, okay? Because you can't live in just like hoping. You gotta put something in the 3D world. So some effort may be placed in this, and then you can shift and change that dynamic, maybe at work or in finances. Okay. If this is talking about a connection, which I said before, and it's gonna sound like I'm repeating myself, but I mean, what can I say other than the communication between two people came through? If you've been thinking a lot, reminiscing about communicating with someone, and you haven't done so already, there's more of a chance of you finally saying to yourself, I'm going to step up and talk to this person, or I'm going to step up and give a very big hint, or I'm just going to lay it out there. I'm going to be very clear on what it is that I am trying to do, which is let's go grab a cup of coffee. Let's go hang out. Hey, listen, we'd love to chat with you a little bit more, whatever. Okay. So I'm getting that energy. All right. Your confidence is going to be super important. Why? Because I feel that this person is being represented by the Emperor. And the Emperor comes across as someone who's very good looking, someone who has a good head on their shoulders. This could be a person that other people find very attractive. They could have people around them that are kind of like wanting to reach out to them too. So, time may be of the essence here, okay, with this Emperor. What I'm also getting here with the Emperor is the ability to just do it, okay, to have confidence in yourself and just be proactive. Remember, Aries is ruled by Mars. Mars is a fire sign, okay? So Mars is a fire planet, and Aries is a fire sign. So there's this sense of like, just get the ball rolling if that's the case. If this ball is already rolling, if this communication has already happened, like we see here, it says effective communication is the bridge to understanding and connection. Like I said, I mean, I can't make this up. There's something about a connection or communication here that you're hoping that it happens on its own, and it might not. It may need a little push. It may need a little bit of a certainty to come across to this person, because this person, I feel, is not going to understand something between the lines. This person needs like something concrete. They need to know for sure in order for something to evolve. Okay? I want to say this has come through in other messages here for you before. So the Nine of Pentacles and the Emperor energy are together. And it's funny because the Nine of Pentacles in Tarot is known as the pre-Empress energy. So you're almost you're like one pentacle away in order for this to be a divine counterpart if we're talking about a potential connection here. And I feel that the only pentacle that's missing here is confidence. Confidence and just going for it on your end. I feel this person, again, I feel that they may be very much focusing on whatever it is that they're accomplishing. They might find you very attractive, but they're not sure about where you may stand with that, okay? So let's get more information and more details here, Shatira, for the Ace of Swords energy. Ace of Swords here, Shatira, Let's see what's coming through for you. Let's get more clarity here. And the Ace of Swords. Look at that. What did I say? Now, this could be in any area, like I said. If you are on the fence and something having to do with your job, should I make that move? Should I not make that move? Should I go in this direction? Should I not? Should I really shift or change X, Y, and Z when it comes to career or finances? You are going to gain some type of clarity. If this message is talking about your love life, okay, or someone that you are interested, again, you are thinking about should I or shouldn't I? You seem a little bit confused, or there's a lot of overthinking that may be happening, which could be delaying here some sort of move or some sort of decision. But because the Ace of Swords is here, you have the opportunity right now at this moment in time to shift and to cut through the confusion and either make a decision or continue to open yourself up to the opportunity of you being self-reliant and saying to yourself, you know what, I'm putting in the work and the effort and I'm going to reap the rewards. Okay. You got to believe in yourself. There's a energy here. If you see that here, you have that yellow pentacle. Now, all the pentacles have different colors here. The one that she is reaching towards is one that's red, just like the Emperor's shirt, and just like that reddish hue that is all over this card. So you may be reaching or wondering or kind of like, should I or shouldn't I move towards this person? And what you're missing is the confidence, which is that solar plexus energy. So if I were you, I would focus a lot on your sacral, solar plex chakra, root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra. First three chakras of the energy, the body energy system. Okay. So yeah, that's what's in the back of your mind. Like you feel kind of like at a crossroad here. This is saying, listen, make your move. You never know unless you try. So whatever this may be talking about, there's something here of value to you. Ooh, something just flipped over here. You have shared experiences. Share experiences. Deepen the bond between you and others. See what I was telling you? There you go. Deepening your bond between either you and this other person, or making a decision having to do with career or pentacles and being in the presence or in the environment where you are with like-minded people that are equally as leader mindset as you. See? All right. Let's go to the next column. After Shatira, we have Eve. Eve, you are up next, so don't go anywhere. All right, let's take a look here. What else is coming through? Give me more clarity here on communication, on hope and communication. Ooh, loyalty, friendship, honesty. Ooh, there's something else behind it. Mysterious crow. There's a lot of like assumptions that you may be making in your mind in many various situations here. This could be having to do with work, career, or finances, or it could be very much connected to someone that you're interested in. But there's a lot of assumptions that you are making in the back of your mind, which is creating this sense of hesitation. Okay, not for you. Because something could be for you, but unless you believe it's for you, and unless you cut the confusion of not believing or not thinking it's for you, you got to take that mindset and shift it. Okay. Like that number 6, which you see at the top of the card. But if I flip it around, it's 9, and 9s are all about closing chapters and releasing. So there's a sense of you releasing this type of thought pattern and allowing yourself to cut through the confusion so that you can make a clear choice, an intelligent one, and one that you don't keep assuming isn't good for you or isn't right for you just because there is a lack of confidence here in some way, shape, or form. Mysterious Crow says mystery, intelligence. Didn't I talk about intelligence? Cycles of life. It says observer of birth, life, and death. Teach me creative and ooh, okay, destructive magic. Okay. I feel here that this destructive magic is talking about your mindset. You can build something and make it really good and make it into an opportunity that is valuable, useful for you, where you can lead with the natural leadership abilities that you have, or you can believe the opposite of that and kind of keep yourself in a safe circle and not get out of your comfort zone and then not really know what could have happened if you would have tried. So this kind of creative, meaning the yang energy, okay, being proactive, or that destructive part being more of the hesitation. So are you going to move towards something through communication, or are you holding yourself back? Because this message is coming across as your guide saying, you got to figure out if you want something, you got to go for it. Okay. And don't worry about what others may think, because this is all about you connecting with like minded souls. Okay. You will never know if you can achieve something that you want to change or a new beginning that you want to start unless you actually put yourself out there and make it happen. Okay. You also have here loyalty and dog, and I feel this loyalty and dog is about this person, if this is talking about your love life. And there's this like really good friendship that could be here that could develop with time. It needs is you believing that, you know what, you're connecting with someone that you want to get to know. You want to get to know, is does this person have shared experiences or share the same mindset, leader mindset, and motivation and goals that you have in your life. But you're not going to be able to do that unless you make way for that communication to occur. So again, getting out of your head and moving forward. Loyal Dog says here, someone will protect you and guide you between heaven and earth. Okay. There could be a loved one, your guardian angel, the ethereal realm, who is protecting you along the way, who is kind of in a way guiding you in this sense of clear thought. There may be something here that you've been feeling for quite some time or have this gut level feeling about. And maybe you've been asking the universe or your higher self, please show me the way, show me a sign, symbol, synchronicity. And maybe this reading is giving you that sign, symbol, synchronicity, because loyal dog is about the loyalty between friends, between a connection, between the support system that you may already have, or that person that you may be wanting to get to know, or a new environment where everyone is sharing this valuable resource of togetherness, of like mindset here. All right, let's take a look at what else is coming through for you here, Shatira. After Shatira, we have Ava. And for those of you who are watching, just know that the message, this session is closed, but feel free to come tomorrow as I will be reopening the 5-minute readings. Look at that. You have Parrot. Someone will gossip about you. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. You see, there is an environment where there's either a lot of gossip. This could be at work because of that career, because of the Pentacles energy. Pentacles energy is career or money or something, someone or something that's important. There's something here about someone talking a lot or gossiping or making you feel uncomfortable in a specific environment or in a specific setting. Okay. This could also be your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. However, in this reading, I am picking up that there is this energy of gossip and chatter. If that's the case, steer yourself clear from that energy. You have bouquet, look at that. compliment from an admirer. I'm telling you, this is like all jumbled up here, like in a good way. I'm saying I'm getting career, I'm getting love, both at the same time in this reading. Career and finances and love, all in the same reading. So maybe this is something that are two things that are very much interconnected. Maybe it's interconnected with work, or maybe it's just two areas of your life that you're really interested and kind of like on the fence about. And this is saying, listen, I feel that there is some sense of gossiping. You may want to get yourself out of that situation, circumstance, event, or environment. And there's someone here that you admire. And the funny thing is, it's coming across as this person admires you in return, because this communication is coming across as someone who's very much open to partaking in an opportunity if the opportunity were to be, taken or reached for. Wow. That's a lot. All right, let's take a look at your last and final card here, Shatira. Shatira, let's take a look at your last and final message. Shatira, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. All right, Shatira. Up next, we have Ava. Ava, don't go anywhere. You are up next. Shatira, let's see what is your last and final card here. Your last and final card says declutter your space. And the decluttering of your space is, I feel, the decluttering of your mind. Remember that I said that I was picking up, especially with this crow, that there could be some self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs that you may teeter on from time to time. And although you want to show and present that nothing here is bothering you, or that the gossip or the rumors are not bothering you, deep down inside, behind the scenes, it does kind of bother you. It irritates you, okay? And so this is saying it's time to start making moves in order for you to get out of an environment that you may feel are gossiping and chattering and talking out of turn, things that they don't know about, or making assumptions. And I feel it's because you're really good at what you do. There's a sense of leadership that you automatically show at work or in a valuable environment. And it's as if it bothers other people that you're that fantastic, or it bothers other people that you're so like, right, you do what you need to do when you need to do it. You know what I mean? Whereas maybe other people slack off, that's not you. Okay. Now, if this is coming across as, like I said, the love reading that I'm also picking up here is that this is talking about getting that decluttering out of your mind. Why? Because you're second guessing your amazing abilities and your skills in connecting with someone who may truly be equally interested in you as you may be equally interested in them. And so there's this energy of no one's making the move, and it's coming up as like, hello, make the move if you need to. Like, you don't have to be super forceful, but open the door to it, because there could be a little bit of self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs that are not allowing you to clearly make that communication, that conversation, those moves. And it's going to be one of those things where it's like, if you just kind of believe in yourself and know that this person is equally interested in you, and you never know unless you try. Now let's see what this card says here for you, Shatira. It says here, declutter your space, whether it's your living or working space. What did I say? Talked about work here because of that, the Pentacles energy, career and finances. Whether it's your living or working space, it needs cleaning up to welcome more refreshing and pure air, to welcome the new chapter. Ace of Swords. The opportunity to cut through the confusion so that you can see things for what they are, and you can get the divine insight and go straight to the truth of what you feel, honesty and loyalty of what you feel, and of what you are thinking here. What is resonating in your heart. Okay. It says your mind will gain more clarity and peace. Exactly what I said. I'll show this to you. There it is. Talk about validation confirmation. Okay. Gain more clarity and peace. Yeah. Here you go. The Ace of Swords. Shatira, I hope these messages have been insightful. I want to say thank you to you for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I hope these messages have given you some sort of insight. If they don't resonate now, Shatira, they may resonate at a later time. That being said, Shatira, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support, and I'll see you next time. Up next, we have Parrot and we have Bouquet. Oh, I'm sorry. Up next, we have Parrot and Bouquet. No, we're done with the reading. Up next, we have Ava. But before I jump into Ava's reading, let me just say here, intuitive friends, if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a current subscriber, welcome back. And if you just subscribed to the channel today or during this live, I want to say welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. That being said, intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at your March readings as well as your April readings. Those are there. And when you watch them, if you could please just give me a thumbs up and drop a rose if it resonates, okay? Give me that thumbs up because that lets me know that you are really interested in those readings. You know, if not, I just might change my mind on doing those monthly readings. So again, show me that you are still interested in those monthly readings here on the channel. That being said, intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at the Astrological New Year Pick a Card. That is on the channel. And I placed the link here on the chat. Okay, so take a look at that. All right, let's see what's coming through. All right, so up next we have Ava. Welcome, Ava. Hey, Ava, welcome back to the channel. You are getting a super reading. Okay, so Ava, you are our last and final reading for tonight. And I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for your super. Thank you so much for joining and for being part of the Lexa Tarot family and community. Let's see here what's coming through for you. Okay, Ava? Let's see what's coming through for you. Just a reminder. Ooh, intuition just popped up. High Priestess, just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. You have the High Priestess like literally jumping out of the deck here for you. The High Priestess is ruled by the Moon card, okay? If you know your moon sign, research what that may mean for you, okay? Because there's something here about your moon sign, and there's some messages there that could be coming through in regards to your astrology. So take a look at your moon sign and see what does it mean to have your moon in, and then fill in the astrological sign that you may have it in, okay? So I'm getting that. I'm also getting your intuition is at a very, very high peak. There may be some messages, hunches, intuitive kind of downloads that you are either getting through your waking moments, meaning when you are awake and you are conscious. And there could be some here that could be coming through your unconscious mind, meaning when you are sleeping, when you are daydreaming, when you are having some type of meditation. Okay, the High Priestess here telling me that you may be getting some type of downloads, or there could be a strengthening of your intuitive abilities or skills. Okay, it could be your crown chakra, like claircognizance. You just know what you know. You don't have any tangible evidence of what you know, but you have a very deep intuitive feeling of knowing. So that is coming through here as a kind of like a skill. You also may have like clairvoyance here also is coming through, being able to see pictures or images in your third eye, or your dreams resonating here for you as like prophetic messages or downloads in that way as well. So there may be some, I mean, there are many more than just that, but those are the two that I'm picking up here. Okay, maybe even a thought in your mind that just crosses your mind. Let's get more clarity here for you, Ava. And you have here the sun. Listen, the dawn of a new day, Page of Swords. You may be thinking about something. You may be very curious about something, but I'll tell you this. Whatever that is, the sun card is here, and it's here to say happiness and success are either here or soon coming in your direction. Okay. So if you're not feeling the sun energy card yet, you may be in the near future. So it's like, it's up and coming here. Now, what's interesting is that right now at this moment in time, we have Aries season playing out, right? And Aries season is very much connected to the fire signs. Okay. So this is a situation, circumstance, or event that I'm getting two things here. So listen carefully. If you are in a situation, circumstance, or event that you have still yet to see the success, or that you have yet to feel or embrace the happiness, it may be coming up now in Aries season or in Leo season. Leo season is July or August. So there may be some sense of shift, move, or change, something turning better, or like a new leaf turning over, focusing on Leo season, again, July and August. Now, the sun card, excuse me, try that again. The sun rules Leo, okay? So that's where I'm getting this kind of like, there could be something very much connected to either Aries season or Leo season. All right. So that is coming through. So if something is still kind of boggling your mind, okay, intuitively understand and believe that it's going to get better. Something is going to come to an end, and the ending may bring this sense of success, happiness, or maybe even personal growth. Okay. If it's not here during Aries season, it may be during Leo season. So by July or August, you may be singing a new tune or feeling a different type of energy. Okay. Now, the high priestess isn't doing anything, meaning not outwardly. So, right now, at this moment in time, your guides just want you to continue to connect with your spiritual awareness, connect with your religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs. Continue to connect with the ethers, with Creator, with your guardian angel, with your higher self, okay? Because while this high priestess isn't physically doing anything in regards to movement, there's a lot that this high priestess is doing and connecting intuitively or through the yin energy. So that may be meditation, daily affirmation, sound healing, taking a walk through the park, connecting with nature, like we see here with the sun card. But there are other intuitive or kind of esoteric ways that, or activities that you can continue to do in order to get you very much locked into your yin energy. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is coming through here for you. Discovery. Discover the treasures within. Remember that I just said the high priestess isn't doing outward movement, but it's doing a lot of inward movement, tapping into the unconscious, tapping into your awareness here. So there you go. Discovery says, discover the treasures within. There's something here that I'm getting about your moon sign. So I don't know what your moon sign is, but if you do know it, you can ask Google, like, what does it mean when, what does it mean to have blank in my moon, or have my moon sign as whatever, okay? Because there's something here connected, and I keep getting it. So I'm sorry if I sound repetitious, but there could be something connected to fire in regards to your moon sign. Okay. I'm not saying that that's the case, but remember that I said Leo. There could be something coming up in Leo season. Sagittarius season is way ahead, but maybe there's something here connected to your astrology. Maybe your moon, maybe something else, but there's something here connected to this sun energy that I'm getting, or this fire. It says follow your passion, and it also says follow your passion. Listen, following passion, yang energy, fire energy, okay? Following your passion through a new beginning, following your passion through connecting more deeply with your heart's passion, heart's desires here, okay, with this high priestess. So discovery, it's kind of like it's saying, it's sending you on a journey. It's saying, keep going further to tap into your heart's desire, what inspires you, what motivates you, and allow yourself to expand or connect with that happiness and that success that either you may be tapping into now, or maybe even unfolding even further as time goes by. But I feel something very much connected to Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here for you. Okay. So let me know what that may mean for you. Let's continue with the reading, and let's get more clarity here with the High Priestess. What is coming through here in regards to, ooh, look at that. I don't know if you could see it, but flexible just flipped over. So I'll take that, but I'll continue flexible. Yeah, allow yourself the flexibility to reach that happiness or that kind of success as it unfolds. It's like you can't speed something up. Something may be out of your control here also. It's like you're like, I want something to hurry up, and it's saying you gotta kind of keep it nice and easy. Okay, keep it centered. Okay, I know there's a lot of passion in regards to something here, but just take a moment, simmer down. Okay, allow yourself to be flexible, adapt to the situation, circumstances, or events that are beyond your control, and believe, very much believe, intuitively believe that something is going to work in your favor. Okay. So let's see here. What else is coming through? And you have here soulmates. Okay. You and your higher self, or there could be a really good supportive system around you right now at this moment in time. Now, because I'm talking a lot about the yin energy, your guides are saying that this is the representation of them not leaving you stranded. You're not alone in whatever this is. Allow yourself to be flexible, because there may be some things here that are beyond your control. There may be something that by the time July or August rolls around, it may make more sense. There may be more clarity, more illumination, or there may be a sense of resolve. Okay. But keep connected to the ethers. Keep connected to your yin energy. Don't lose hope, and allow yourself to adapt with whatever changes that may be out of your control. Let's take a look here at the Sun card. Let's get more messages here. I'm also getting here that your guides want you to know that you could always speak to them as many times as you want, and you could connect with your higher self and your soul self and your higher self and the ethers, and they're there for you. Okay. So I'm getting that also, especially with this blue scarf that's around the throat of this penguin. Okay, so support is there. You could also be getting a supportive kind of boost here from friends, family, loved ones, or someone who may be helping you in something here. So be flexible. Work with this person, not against them. Like, don't get angry or upset. Just allow yourself to be like, okay, maybe something needs more time to, have some type of divine justice. Look at that. What did I say? This is telling you to keep calm, cool, and collective again. Look at that. It says ego check. It says interactions are forcing you to confront your own ego. It could be yours, it could be someone else's, but I'm getting here a lot of introspection. I'm getting this kind of message time and time again here from your guides from the top of the reading to remain calm, cool, and collected. Allow yourself to connect with your faith, your hope. Okay, don't lose hope. I don't know what this may be talking about, but it's like they're trying to encourage you here that if you're not seeing something when you want to see it, give yourself the flexibility and give, kind of like life an opportunity or the ethers an opportunity to adjust things as they should be. Okay. I do feel that you have a really good support system or someone backing you up in regards to what this may be. Let's take a look at discovery here. Let's get more messages here connected to discovery. Oh, look at this. What is up with look at this. This flipped over. I'm going to put it there. It's powerful shark. Powerful shark. I mean, sharks are very it comes across as intuitive, as like, all there needs to be is one drop of, something in the ocean in order for them to know that there's, they could smell things from a mile away. That could also be intuition as well, but let's see. Let me get one more here. Interesting. Butterfly is here. Newborn butterfly. Yeah, there's going to be a new beginning here in something. Just give it time. You have here busy hummingbird. You see? Your mind may be racing a lot. That's why your guides are saying here, like, just take a chill pill, take a step back. There's a lot going on, maybe in the back of your mind or something here that may be kind of like stressing you out, or that you're like, hurry up, I want to see this happiness, I want to see the success. And this is like in due time. It says powerful shark, comprehension, progress, improvement. You have to trust your instincts. I'm not saying that. That's exactly what that says there. But interesting, because that's exactly what I've channeled at the top of the reading with the high priestess here with the moon card. In the next full moon, work with manifesting here. Okay. You have the sun and the moon. Okay. You have the sun and the moon here. Energy. It says busy hummingbird, swift, excitement, cheerfulness. Take a break. Discover and enjoy the sweetness of life. You may be going through some type of exhale right now, whether it's that you are enjoying a period of success, or if you're not right now at this moment in time, the period of success and exhale is coming in the near future. Things may be busy, or maybe your mind may be very busy or preoccupied, which could be the reason here your guides are saying, we want you to just lean into your faith, lean into your intuitive kind of, just relax, take it easy, calm down, so that certain things that need to be done, expressed, seen, okay, or worked out, have the time to work out. Okay. Moon and sun, the universe, the creator. having faith, don't lose hope. While you're waiting, or as time evolves, there may be some other discoveries that are made, which that may be the reason, especially if something is like being prolonged here. There's this energy of just let that, just embrace and be flexible, be adaptable. Okay, because as time goes on, there could be more could come out to the surface that no one expected, or that something needs to be seen. Gone. You see, what did I tell you here? I said something is coming, is just taking some time. Okay, it's taking some time here. Gone. An exciting event. So there is a lot here that is like either preoccupying you, stressing you out. There's something here, okay, that is putting you in a position where you're like, it's just busy. It's just my mind is busy. Just things are changing, things are shifting. And this is saying, don't lose hope. And there's something here about a group of people or a person wanting to kind of like shark, like being very like sleek, sneaky and stealthy. All right? Because I'm getting that here with shark, like Shark Tank. There's something here, although Shark Tank is more like job related, but I'm getting here like sharks. Okay, there could be some type of sneaky moves here. Okay, coming through. All right, let's see. And with so much intuition here, this is something that, I don't know, I'm getting here that like intuitively, wow, look at that. You just saw that. I didn't pick it. It fell out because I was picking this up. It says a period of ill health or depression. If this is a person or an environment, if this is something very much connected here to, I'm getting here that you may not even realize it. And I know it's going to sound weird, okay? Because even to me, I'm like, I don't even know how that makes sense in this way, but I'm being told this. So this is what it's something like you may have even called, like your energy may have called in something that's connected to this situation, circumstance, or event, that although it may feel, like you may feel depressed or sad, or that you may feel like it's affecting your mental health, your emotional health, maybe your physical health, or your just energetic health, that it's going to turn around. It's going to turn around for you. But there's something here about the Shark Tank situation that I'm getting. And there may have been a lot of either people or environment behind the scenes trying to create some sort of like to trip you up or to prolong something here. And this is just saying, don't worry, something is going to be discovered. Because you may be placed in a situation, circumstance, or event where something may have happened here, where things are not going like you planned, or they may not be like you expect. But with time, and with you allowing yourself to be adaptable to the changes or to the shifts that may be going on, maybe through the time here, you may discover something, or maybe you already discovered something here. But it's not going to stay this way for long. Okay? There is going to be some sort of happily ever after, so to speak, or at the very least, some type of clarity or illumination in something that could lead to either personal growth, like moving from one situation to a situation that is like you're more valued, you're more at peace, you are resonating more with the energy or the environment of something. But an exciting news is coming. It's just, it might take some time as it gets here. You know what I mean? So don't know what this is about. But let's get to the next part of the reading. It's very, very interesting here. You know what I'm also getting here with Shark Tank. These are birds, right? These are hummingbirds. Okay. Let's forget about the fact that they're hummingbirds for the moment. They're birds. Busy birds. Birds have to do with communication. I feel there's a lot of gossip happening behind the scenes or in connection to this either person or group of people. There's a lot of gossip going around. You may already know what the chitter chatter is. You may already know what it is, or you may discover through, I don't know, your intuition, maybe even through this reading, that maybe what you've been picking up intuitively has been like spot on. And I'm also getting here that you need to take care of yourself energetically. Okay? Taking care of yourself energetically. So maybe buying a selenite. This is super affordable on Amazon, and clearing. Now, you do not wet this. This is selenite. So don't ever wet selenite. It will completely decompose. It is hydrophobic. Okay, so this can't touch water. But what you can do is just, kind of go around your aura from time to time and clean. I'm showing you here, but obviously you do this all around your body, from the top of your head all the way, every part, your head, your scalp. You're using this as if it were a soap bar, but it's not a soap bar, right? It's a crystal, but it clears your energy. Because I feel there's like a lot of chitter chatter, gossip, and something behind the scenes with either a sneaky person or sneaky people. And at times that may bring you a little down, not because you are listening to the gossip, but because energetically they have you like on their mind, or they have you in a position where they're like talking about you. And because you're intuitive, you may pick up on it. So that's what I'm getting. So there you go. Clean your energy. You could also do it with black tourmaline as well. All right, so let's take a look here. What else is coming in? This is your last and final card here. Ava, I hope these messages have been insightful. And let's see what your guides want you to know. All right, last and final. Look at that. Go with the flow. Does it sound familiar? Go with the flow. No outward movement, just inner movement connected to your yin energy. No outward movement, just flexibility. Allow yourself to go with the flow of it. There you go. The Sun card. Go with the flow. There you go. And here, where's the other one? Trust your intuition. Your instincts. And then this one of them said, yeah, take a break. Take a break, discover and enjoy the sweetness of life. Yep. And sure enough, you get go with the flow. All right. This says here, unbind the rope which has been tied up, to your will and strength. You put in so much hard work, then no more regrets. Float with the free flow, so it will bring you to the land of peace. Unbind the rope which has been tied up with your will and strength. Yeah, okay, I get it. All right, this is making sense. Yeah, kind of like release yourself. See, I told you that I was feeling like these people talking about you, or this person, or whatever this is pulling on your energy. That's why I'm getting fly here energetically. It says you put in so much work, you put in so much hard work, and then okay, if you put in, this is written incorrectly. That's number one. But if you keep putting in a lot of work in regards to just allowing, adapting, going with the flow, of course, doing your due diligence and whatever it is that you need to discover in order that you need to show or prove or find some type of clarity. But this is talking about you leaning into your strength, putting in the hard work and the due diligence of you taking care of yourself so that you can get back into the flow of positive energy. Because remember, the sun and the moon, it's like day in and day out, you need to be in constant optimistic energy, even if things seem a bit challenging or a bit kind of difficult. But that's what I'm getting here. You got to go with the flow of the ups and downs and make time to center yourself. Okay. Now, as you know, I do have the nighttime affirmation on my energy healing and affirmation playlist. So take a look at that, use that. I also have the energy healing on my energy healing and affirmations playlist as well. So you could do some long distance Reiki as well. But yeah, that's all that I have here for you, Ava. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I'm going to see if maybe you have something that you want to share here with us. And you have here, let's see, you wrote, I'm a Sag moon. Aha, that's what I was picking up here. I kept saying, it keeps popping up. It says, yes, spot on. I lost my job due to some situation. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But I honestly want to take a break. So it's so funny. This is popping up. Oh, wow. So this is interesting because I was getting like whatever's going on is going on, but it's like you're also like you intuitively pulled in this energy too. Very interesting. It says, but honestly, I want to take a break. Yes, that's my kid's father and his family that are very sneaky. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Interesting. And you said it's my kid's father and his family, and you have here two birds with that shark energy. So makes a lot of sense. Yes, most definitely. I always clean my energy, and I have been yeah. Yep. Yes, indeed. Okay. I was feeling that too. Okay, so this is like even more of a all right. So Ava, what I want you to do is I want you to reach out to me on Lexa, my Gmail at lexatarot@gmail.com so that I can give you a bit more things that you can do. Because I felt that here too. I feel like you're being tied to like this energy of this person or environment. And the fact that you said that, you're feeling attacked. I feel like you're being attacked, like psychic attack. So make sure that you reach out to me through my Gmail, okay? lexatarot@gmail.com. All right, I'll put it here for you. But wow, validation confirmation. Uh-huh. There we go. Okay. So I just put it in the chat. Wow. Yeah, I feel that too. I was feeling that here. I was feeling that here, and I was feeling that with this fly. Like there's something that is being done here to make you feel sad, depressed, and lackluster. Perfect. All right, so reach out to me so that I can send you something to do to help you with that energy. Okay, so yeah, that is 100% on point there. All right, that being said, Ava, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. And of course, thank you, Butterfly, and all of those of you who have stopped by today and have shared in this reading today in this live. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel. Okay. Alrighty, so no worries. We will take a look at that a little bit more. Yeah, there's something I'll send it to you through the Gmail. So just reach out to me now, and later on today, I'll send something to you. Thank you so much, Butterfly. Butterfly, don't forget to come back at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I will be doing the reading here for the tier number 3s. So you are tier number 3. So I'll hope to see you then. That being said, intuitive friends, thank you for your love, loyalty, and support. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.